Hello, my name is Dr. Doll, and I'm doing a special video tonight evening for Dream Talk. So, Dream Talk is a show where I share with you the dreams that I have. I show you how to decipher those dreams, and I show you how I figure out the meaning of those dreams. Some dreams are easier to figure out than others. And also, get comfortable, because it's my bedtime. Well, past my bedtime. It's like 11:22. And so what I'm going to do is show you some of the books that I have on dreams and maybe reiterate some of the things I talked about as far as dreams, because people keep sending me their dreams and I have told them that I am not a dream interpreter, and I feel like you can interpret your own dreams. You're the architect of your own dreams. You're the one that creates the images that occur in your dreams. No one else but you. So let's think about that. So here's one of the books, and I've showed it to you guys on this channel. It's called Dreams, Your Magic Mirror, with interpretation of Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce, if you don't know about him, the sleeping prophet, he'd fall into a sleep and then would be able to figure out what his patient needed or a client needed as far as helping to heal their body, about events that they should avoid or whatever. So he's pretty cool. But this book has a lot of really great stuff in there. It talks about ESP, extrasensory perceptions and dreams. And I just wanted to say that recently I did have a dream where there was a ghost in there, and I knew it was a ghost, but it didn't recognize the person's face, and it was very strange. But I did recognize that it was a ghost, and it wasn't just, I don't know, just some random person walking around in a dream. It was actually a ghost in there, and I looked at it, and I could tell because I could feel that it was going through some really intense feelings, and yeah, I could just kind of feel like that's what was going on. This person passed away and was feeling unsettled, so I could feel that unsettling feeling within the dream. So yeah, pretty intense. And I'll show you this one because I've been unpacking a lot of stuff, a lot of books. I've been finding my old books, really old books. This one's called Seth, Dreams and Projections of Consciousness. It's by Jane Roberts. She's no longer alive. She was a trance channeler, and she channeled this entity named Seth. And I don't know how you guys feel about trance channeling or mediums or psychics. A lot of you have been very receptive to the videos I've done about that. Oh God, I can't stretch. I'll sit up a little bit there. But yeah. Alright, that's better. Yeah, you guys seem very receptive to that subject matter, so I decided, why not share these books for you? And I've shared these books with you before in past videos, but I thought I'd give it, another try and show you what it's about. Have you ever had dreams where you're astral traveling, feeling like you're out of your body? A lot of people do, and they get scared about that. And it's nothing to be afraid of. You just have to realize that when you're astral traveling, it's your soul's way of letting the body rest and the soul getting out and exploring its environment. Some people astral travel and they say they go to different locations of the world. So yeah, for me, it's a very fun experience. I've astral traveled and astral projected as well. And for me, it's fun. It's not scary at all because I was doing that kind of thing when I was a kid. And I didn't know what it was called. But as I got older, I was able to read more literature about it. I'd say late 80s, early 90s, I really read a lot of stuff about very metaphysical subject matter and things relating to psychic abilities, Also in the 90s, read about like crystal children and indigo children. And I actually also did some videos recently on my Healing with Color channel about indigo children, crystal children, and also rainbow children. So you can get that a look at on my Healing with Color channel. So, but a lot of times people will come into this world with certain abilities that are very pronounced, and it'll show up in their dream time as well. And that's happened to me when I was a kid. Yeah, I would know how to project my body, my soul out of my body up onto the ceiling, and things like that. My mom would tell me to take a nap, and that's what I would do instead. And it's just something that came naturally to me, and I'm sure it came naturally to some other people too out there in the world that were born with certain abilities that are more pronounced. And yeah, within the dream time, you can really explore those abilities, because during the waking world, there's a lot of people that are still afraid of these type of abilities, especially if they exist within themselves. A lot of times they're uncomfortable with that because they feel like they can't hang out with status quo, and be cool or whatever and accept it. But I don't know, this lifetime for me, I'm not here to be accepted by everybody. Obviously, with the way I look, you know what I mean? I don't look like mainstream, and that's not something I'm wanting to do, really. I'm just here, my purpose here is to help people with the gifts that I have. Help those who want to be helped, not help people just randomly or just get all up in people's business and try to help them even if they don't ask me. I'm not like that, but I feel like everybody is born with these gifts, these psychic gifts, and when you forget about them, a lot of times they'll show up in your dream world and showing you what your abilities are, what you can do. I've had a lot of dreams like that where I'm flying in dreams, and I'm moving things with my hands in dreams. I'm levitating in dreams. All of these abilities that people think are very fantastical and just made for fantasy and science fiction. But where did fantasy and science fiction get these ideas from? They didn't just get it off the top of their head. It came from somewhere. And the indigenous cultures don't find any of this abnormal. They find it natural. What's unnatural is that we're not experiencing this type of what we would call phenomenon. It's only because we're suppressing ourselves. We're suppressing our abilities. And there's many things that we do to suppress our abilities. But one thing we can do to regain those abilities back and make them stronger is to work it out through the dream world. So before you go to bed tonight, maybe you could think about what it is you want to dream about. Say, for instance, that you'd like to develop your psychic abilities better. Ask for that before you go to sleep. It could be as simple as, I'd like to develop whatever ability, telepathy or whatever, and see what happens. Because these abilities are within you, but the thing is that I keep saying this, though, that ever since we entered into this world as an infant, we're pumped full of drugs with immunizations and cold and flu shots, and being exposed to really sick people, being exposed to tobacco, cigarette smoke, commercial stuff, inhaling that. I had to inhale that way too much when I was a kid. A lot of these things can dampen and suppress those abilities that you have. When kids are put into like an institution, like a elementary school, junior high, high school, they have these abilities, but they're made to suppress them because they're made to conform and act like everybody else. And that's just not healthy at all. It's not. And as you can see, as the school systems have gotten worse and worse, it probably was not that great of an idea. You know, the whole school institution, it's an institution pretty much. You gotta raise your hand to go pee or take a crap, you know what I mean? And if you're not desirable to the teacher that's teaching you, then, you know, you have to deal with racism, which I had to deal with. But, I mean, a lot of these things can suppress our gifts, our psychic gifts. And why they do is because we start to feel like not confident in ourselves. And when we're not feeling confident in ourselves, we can't really believe in our gifts and really bring them to fruition to help people that really need help, who ask for your help. You know, so that's what you can do right before you go to bed tonight. Just think of something that you want to improve, or one of your abilities that you want to see come fully to light. And if you ask yourself for that enough times, it will happen. So, yeah. So thanks for joining me tonight. Getting ready to go to sleep. I don't know if you are. Maybe you're just waking up. But thanks for joining me. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. You can look at my past Dream Talk videos that I've done on this channel, Dark Moon Doll. And you can offer up any suggestions for new shows for Dream Talk if you like. Yeah, so thanks for subscribing to this channel. Thanks for the likes and shares. And thank you for your kind comments. So yeah, leave your comments down below. And let me know if you're finding, you know, the techniques you're doing before going to bed helpful to help you recall your dreams and help you with your waking world, because the dream world is there trying to help you. You just have to listen to it. It's you, it's your mind. You are your own dream world, so you have control over it. Don't ever feel like you're not in control of your dream world, because you are, and you're a lot stronger than you realize. So, alrighty guys, if you'd like to support this channel, you can donate $1 or more to my PayPal at kdaddytmom@comcast.net. And with that, the donation, you can offer up a question and suggestion for a upcoming show. It doesn't have to be that way. If you don't want to donate, you don't have to in order to watch the videos on this channel. It's just people are asking, and that's how you can support this channel. So all the money that we get for this channel on my PayPal would go towards keeping the lights on, you know, helping to pay the rent, saving up for a camera, saving up for some land where I can build some tree homes and have some yurt or two, and grow my own garden. So yeah, that's where it would go to. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night, sleep well, and Brandon's blessings to you. See you soon.